Okay, this will be an interesting one. Oh, it went blurry all crazy just then on my phone, my S20 Plus. So yeah, I hate the way it does that sometimes, on occasion at least. Yeah, my arm's shaking, hands shaking a bit, so. Gonna leave out the contrast. Don't know how this one's gonna look. Gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna take the original. It's the original. It's an interesting one. It is one of those holographic bags. This looks a bit dented. I'm not sure which side. I'm gonna use the dented side because it'll make it more interesting texture wise. So we're just gonna put that on the glass. Just gonna line it up just like so. See how it goes. Okay, out it comes. Yeah, that looks interesting, but it looks shit. We've got the edge of the bag too, which we don't want. Wondering we're going to move it across. Okay. Okay, out it comes. Yeah, that looks interesting, but it looks boring. I'm actually wondering we're going to move the original around. I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to grab it, do that for something more colourful. Yeah, that looks more interesting as a piece. I'm going to use that as our master copy. So we're just going to set that to copied paper. Perhaps we're going to darken it a bit. We're just going to put this aside. And this will be our master copy. So I'm just going to put it on the glass and whirl it around. Okay. Going to darken it even further. Oops, I think we forgot to set the enlargement down. We should have taken it out, so we're just going back to 100. Just going to take that again and put it back, see what we can get. Or actually, we're going to do something more interesting to start with. Okay, out it comes. Yeah, that looks interesting. It looks a bit too darkish. There's not enough to it. I'm going to just try another whirly. I'm going to whirl it round again. Okay, out it comes. Yeah, that looks a lot more interesting, colour-wise and pattern-wise. When are we going to do another one? Okay, going to use that one. Going to make this into something more interesting. Yeah, that looks interesting. That looks like something we could use, maybe. Or maybe we could do something better than that. Gonna try that again. Okay, let's see how that looks. That looks interesting. Still not there yet. Going to use that one, I think. Which one are we going to use? We're going to use that one. Yeah, that looks interesting, but it's a bit dark. So I'm going... wondering which one we're going to use. Whatever, I'm going to try another one. Trying to get the bright areas in the frame. Maybe we could lighten it, that could be an idea. Okay, let's see what that looks like. That looks interesting. It still looks a bit dark. Colours look a bit too red. But this would look nice as a mirror image, I do think. I'm going to use this. Centre of the job. Sorry about the failing light, folks. It is getting late in the day, and the afternoon sun is fading. All along the street I can hear the sound of children playing. Oh yeah, that's the song by the Rockmelons called New Groove. I was brought up with that. Well, I brought myself up with that, actually, to be honest. It was a good song. It was a good band, the Rockmelons. If anyone wants to do a YouTube search, the Rockmelons, New Groove. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks interesting. I'm wondering how it's really going to look. I have my doubts, folks. Okay, out it comes. It's this piece. I don't know how it's going to look. It looks a bit wishy-washy because I turned the density down. I was thinking it's going to curl less. That's one of the advantages of doing this. I'm wondering if I should go back and maybe darken it again. I think it looks a bit compromisey like that, so I'm going to just punch off 2 normal copies with the new density. I'm just going to put these aside and I'm just going to print those 2 off. It's going to be a bit curly though. Let's see, looks a little bit more red. I don't know how this is going to look. Alright, I don't know how this is going to look, folks. I could have done it better, I do think. I hope not. That's that one, and then this one. You can see the curling is a bit of an issue here, folks. Anyway, yeah, probably not the greatest on earth, but I wouldn't call it the worst either. I think now we could call it quits.